Normally what they do, they have you, before you do anything, they want you to do an emergency battery check.
Right.
So you just flip on the emergency battery. I have 3 batteries. The emergency battery is a NiCad battery that's in the tail.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got my 2 main batteries that are in those side panels. We're going to skip that. So we're all the way down to the APU is started, and I got the position lights on, and I got this set. And the fuel pump, okay, ECS. All right, we'll put some air in this. So we put the ECS switch to APU. Watch your ears. And it puts out a lot of volume. The APU does. You want to reach down when these come up. There's a switch called ED on that little switch panel there. ED.
Over here?
Yeah, it says ED.
Oh,
ED.
ED, got
Yeah,
it.
punch ED for me, please.
Then?
Okay. That gets all your displays up for your starting engines, and this is important because this sucker has starter generators.
Okay.
So you gotta watch your amps when you do the engine starts. And then
Are these like
this
a FADAC system?
This is all FADAC. Yeah,
FADAC.
yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. Put them both on. Just says upper. Ignition switches are in auto. Here, you want to read this? Starting with generator switches. Generator switches.
Okay, generator switch is off.
Okay, they are off.
Standby fuel pump switch auto, then on.
It's auto and on because we're going to start the right engine first.
Okay, fuel cut off, push button, press light out.
Okay, right here. This is what basically that switch goes directly to the FADAC, the computer.
Okay.
And then basically that takes the fuel, runs the fuel, puts the metering valve into the engine, and boom.
Okay.
So basically this is fuel to the engine.
Okay.
This is fuel to the engine mechanical from the wing.
Right.
But this is fuel to the engine electrical computer wise.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
Okay. All right, ECS selector, RAM.
Okay, go back down to RAM. So we'll shut it down.
Okay. Danger areas are clear. We are clear on the right.
Okay.
And start switch, start.
Okay. The engine start switch, the starter's here. So I'm going to punch the start button and away we go. You can see the amps for the APU generator.
Yep.
Basically, the amps are maxing out because it's assisting in the start
Okay.
of the engine.
Now does this have to start the right engine first all the time?
You can do either or,
Oh,
but you know,
Yeah.
most airplanes
common is right,
they all do the right first. Oil pressure light is low oil pressure light is out. I got oil pressure coming up. That's important. And TGTs are stabilizing. Stabilize. Hydraulics are good. You can read down that checklist if you want.
Standby fuel pump switch off, then what up?
We've got that already.
Okay, hydraulic pressure checked.
Checked.
Oil pressure's checked.
Checked.
And the ECS selector is required.
I'll leave it in RAM for now.
Okay. Second engine start.
Okay.
Repeat the box item.
Okay.
Okay, standby fuel pump switch auto, then on.
Check.
fuel cutoff push button press in the layout.
Out.
ECS selector for RAM. We have already.
It's in RAM.
Danger areas are clear.
I'm good.
And start switch start.
Okay, here we go.
Number 2.
Number 2 engine, and our amps are below 200 on the APU generator, so we're good.
Okay.
You can see those amps spike out.
Yeah,
Well, they go. Yeah, I mean it's
500.
yeah. ITT's climbing. Oil pressure's
Up.
coming up. All right, stabilized.
Yeah, she started.
Turner's coming up. Oh, I've got a good end one. Okay, checklist.
Okay, standby fuel pump switch off in auto.
Got that.
Hydraulic pressure check.
Check,
Oil pressure check.
check.
ECX selector as required.
Okay, I'm going to put them to both engines for now. So both engines are supplying air
Okay.
to each side. And I continue to have a little bit of an ITT split. We're not too worried about it. All right, they want to just read that.
ice as required.
That's good.
Okay, taxi engine instruments check.
Checks.
Generator switches on.
On. I'm sharing the load.
Okay, battery master switch on.
We'll leave. Okay,
Emergency battery switch on.
we'll leave that off.
Okay,
We're not going anywhere.
probes heat check auto.
We can check the probes heat, which, well, it's an auto. And if you go to override, you're basically switching them all on. See the amperage on the
Yeah.
yeah. So if you do that, and if you do the baggage compartment heat test, boom, you throw more amps into the mix. Whew. So, and if you pop off the APU generator, then you're taking that offline, and then the left and right engine generators, now they're picking up the load, so you can test them and see how many amps they're drawing there, like that. So,
Okay, that goes to auto then.
yep, goes back to auto.
Baggage compartment heat is required.
I already checked that.
APU is required.
Yep.
Auxiliary hydraulic pump switch to auto.
We don't need that.
Okay. Volts and amps are checked.
Volts and amps are checked.
Fuel quality and balance check.
We are fuel quantity balance is okay.
Okay.
It'll give you a fuel and balance yellow caution message if the wing tanks are more than 300 pounds off.
Oh, okay.
It'll annoys the hell out of you. So in other words, if you want to balance the fuel, like say for example, if I don't like the way the wings are sitting right now, all I got to do is throw left to right, and what it'll do, it'll probably take fuel out of the center tank and throw it in here, or it'll directly feed from the one wing tank and balance it out. Basically, it takes fuel from wherever. such a big guy.
Just put the magnets in it.
I should do the steering unit.
That would help.
Yeah. So now we're gonna do.
Okay, you're still clear on the right.
All right. I'm just gonna go up there doing a little dipsy doodle. Scared the hell out of my Hortman. We're not Hortman anymore. I mean,
Yeah, Legacy.
yeah.
I wonder how the auction went this weekend.
Oh, they had the auction?
Yeah,
I think it's next week.
Oh, it's next week.
I think so, yeah. So you steering with the pedals,
No, I am steering with the
tiller?
tiller.
No,
You can steer with the pedal.
okay.
There's a disconnect button on the steering unit. I'm not fucking with that. I'd rather just. Actually, I am not taxi certified on this. I have to go to flight safety and go through like a 3-day course. And I was supposed to go last November, but
You're being recorded on video.
here we go. And I think what I'll do is for them to make it easier for them. I'm just gonna blow a little smoke in the hangar, so they can back me right in. Parking brake is on. Let me just cycle through.